Okay, George, again. Right. So what George's going to play? B3? A different system. E5. Or I could play that system again. The symmetrical variation with F5. If he's going to play knight F3, he's not moving his F pawn. See what fun we can have in this line. He's weakening a bit the light squares with E3 and G3. Okay, chance to take and knight E4, otherwise F4. Wanted to take the D pawn. And now lose the dark square bishop, but it's the price to be paid. Get him to take the D pawn. Can I just try and hack him up here with Queen E7 and castle's queenside? I think Queen E7, castle queenside, and A4, A5. What's the scenery like there? He's got his dark square bishop. He can play things like bishop A3. And force F4 to play G5 here. We get some G file pressure, which would justify castling queenside. If he takes there, then I don't know. C5 and D4. I'll take this bishop though. So Queen E7's on that diagonal as well though. So Queen E7 castle queenside doesn't look too bad. Okay, he's got bishop A3s potentially. I castle queenside now. Changes the scenery from the other game anyway. So rook G8, I don't know. It's D4s at some point. Knight here to here. Don't want now rook on the 7th too easily. H6 and G5s to open up the H file. Maybe just knight C5 to thingy. There's bishop A3. Actually, there's knight E4. Because of smothered mate threat. Takes and bishop A3, queen A3. This knight's in pre. So how about, I don't know. I'm all a bit confused now. I can play rook G6 and this rook's protected by the thing, so the queen takes, queen H4. What about this? Rook G6 and then knight C5. So try and cover the knight. Try and play knight C5. This diagonal is also potentially useful, so I don't know, just rook G6. Rook G6. In fact, aren't I just threatening rook G2 and D4 at some point? Not now, because I know king G2. King takes G2. But here, and I just rook G6. Because my knight's protecting the rook. I can get to queen H4 if he's not careful. Again, that's knight C5 to E4, even if the bishop was pinged, so that knight F2 idea. I mean, it takes on E4, he's closing up my diagonal. So maybe I really want to play for D4 at some point. Maybe with the bishop protected by the queen. So how would I arrange that? How knight F8, C5, D4. Simple. Knight F8. Just to get this queen protecting the bishop to be able to play C5 and D4. And it's queen H4 here. Isn't that strong? Looks to be a bit defensive, so knight C5 to thingy, but I'm blocking the diagonal again, but then knight H6 to F5 if I take the F pawn. What about knight H6 anyway here? You can almost play B4 and this knight's cut out. So if I want to do that plan, I think now before B4 happens. So B4, knight E4. Takes it, he's also got bishop G4 and he's on E6. Can I use this bishop on this diagonal then? I think I'll go for it anyway. Block my own bishop. Knight h6 to g4, surely. Takes. Forget that, because bishop g4. Is that the case? That's d4? I don't know. I'm threatening actually knight f2. This is quite a major threat now, knight f2. Okay, so if I take this bishop g4, knight h6, lose e6, even might have even queen g8, so I think I'll do this as a safer. Okay, so how about knight h6 here, as though knight g4 might be useful. I don't really want the queen exchange. How about queen d8? Queen d8, queen e7, queen d8. No idea. Okay, either. Queen d8 actually can come to d2 maybe if he doesn't play rook d1. If he plays rook d1, I'll play queen e7. Or queen e8 to play rook g8. Okay, bit of cat and mouse here. Okay. I feel a bit vulnerable now, the pieces. I feel a bit vulnerable. Can't move them that easily. Let's get the king out of here, I think. Maybe like a6 and crawl the kings at a7. Is he doing anything serious in the meantime? Can't move the knight, can't move the rook. Starting to look unpleasant. I can move my king to a7. Can move this bishop somewhere, not sure where. Ouch. Okay, I can move the knight to g4, try and weaken d1. If it takes, d1 will be weakened. Queen is on d8, hitting d1 all the time. So that's good, cool. Queen d1. Is really allowing queen d1? That's queen f3, queen d1, queen f3. It's really allowing this. Looks passive. Queen e3 at minimum. I would like just getting the rook over to d1. Don't tell me I'm going to beat him again. He's short on time again. Very high auto parrying rating, but rook d1 is looking good. Bishop e1, queen f1, rook g1. I'll play this anyway, pin and win. Bishop e1, I mean, this taking threat is, well, just king a7, just, it's not really going to extend the scope of this bishop, is he, on his own king? It was quite crushing. Oh, okay, maybe okay, he's holding on here. Get this bishop over here. Bishop a6 to f1 if needed. I hate to win on time, but I think I have to win on time if possible. Or I'm going to end up losing this because of his h-pawn. No. So another exciting game. The old symmetrical variations of b3. So yeah. So that decision there was interesting. D takes rather than f takes. I think bishop g4 was strong. So this bishop could be emphasised later, d1 could be emphasised later. Practical compensation, even though he wasn't losing a piece. Too much time advantage. Comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.